From the Yonkers Statesman, January 16th, 1917. Headline: Thomas W. Lawson names the men. Declared they profited by the alleged leak over President's peace note. In his testimony before the committee yesterday afternoon, Mr. Lawson declared that Congressman Henry, the chairman of the committee, was the member of Congress who had mentioned to him the name of a cabinet officer in connection with the alleged leak. Mr. Henry later, under oath, denied that he had given the name of a cabinet officer to Mr. Lawson. Mr. Lawson mentioned a number of names. Some of them he believes profited from stock market speculation on advance information as to the President's peace note. Some of them he believes will be able to tell the investigating committee more details about how the market was rated. Some of them, he says, were merely mentioned to him in gossip. Following on the men who profited directly, he was told, by Archibald S. White of White & Company, New York bankers, who got it from H. Plenty Fisk. William Gibbs McAdoo, Secretary of the Treasury. H. Plenty Fisk of Harvey Fisk & Company, New York bankers and brokers, a United States Senator whose name begins with O. Following on the names of men as a result of whose advanced information Mr. Lawson says he was informed, Count von Bernstorff cleaned up $2 million. Robert Lansing, Secretary of State. Stuart Gibney, partner of Secretary McAdoo's brother. Malcolm McAdoo, brother of the Secretary. And C.D. Barney & Company, brokers. Headline: Russian forces make a stand. The Russo-Romanian defense of the Sereth Line in northern Romania has been turned to the form of heavy counterattacks, Berlin announced, both along the Moldavian frontier and between Folkshany and the Danube Line. Berlin today announced 2 such attacks, each delivered in strong force and each without permanent advantage. Today's War Office report says that the advancing Russian waves were cut down by German fire, which inflicted great losses. Headline: Extension of subway. Residents of this city, and especially of the southern part, will rejoice to learn that the extension of the Broadway subway from 242nd Street, New York City to Mosholu may become a reality in the near future. In connection with the Broadway Subway Extension Association of the Riverdale section of New York, citizens of this community have been working to that end for several years. The completion of the extension will mean not only a saving of time for Yonkersites, but a considerable increase in realty values in the southern part of the city. William Gall, who attended the meeting in Riverdale Hall last night, said today that while the ultimate object was to have the subway pushed through to the Yonkers line, it was not wise to ask too much at the present time. But Mr. Gall believes that after the line has been built to Mosholu, the extension to Yonkers will follow in a short time. Headline: Diverse views on County Hospital. Final public hearing by the Westchester County Board of Supervisors held yesterday. Chamber of Commerce and other Yonkers organizations and individuals oppose the $1.2 million proposition, but many favor it. And that's the news from Yonkers 100 years ago today.